Alright, hi. The title may have alarmed you a little bit, but hear me out, okay? As always, I'm going to read the astrology that I have researched about Valentine's Day. We will move on to the cards after that. And it isn't as dramatic as we think, right? And there is a silver lining that we can look forward to, okay? But there are a few traps almost that the universe has lined up for us, and this video is to ensure that you don't fall into any of those traps. Okay, now there will be a timestamp in the description box in case you want to skip this and move straight to the reading. You can do so. Aircraft flying overhead very, very loudly. But anywho, I highly recommend you listen to this. Now, get ready for a not so rosy Valentine's Day this year. I'm sorry, but please let me finish. The stars are in a tense standoff ahead of Venus's move into Aquarius, which is happening on February the 16th. We may need to face some harsh realities right now. Alright, the new moon that we had in Aquarius is still affecting us, and it's injecting this desire to fly solo, right? Of course, this won't be the case for everybody. For some people, there is a sweetness to this. There's a chance to rekindle an old flame or even deepen your bond with someone close to you. And this will be thanks to Jupiter cozying up to the moon in Taurus. It is the perfect energy for cuddle time, okay? But the serious stuff, Mars will be conjuncting Pluto in Aquarius. This will add an extra layer of pressure to the high stakes that can accompany this holiday already. The planet of transformation will butt heads with the red planet's aggressive nature, and this may give rise to petty conflicts. So it's best to lay low and cancel any plans to go out and stay in for a quiet night instead. Okay? Astrologers all over the world are suggesting we postpone Valentine's Day to the 21st. Alright? Why? It's a day which is totally ripe for romance, as Venus and Mars, the original soulmates, conjunct, and they meet for a beautiful, very brief but beautiful dance in the sky. I will do a video on this later because that's a whole new topic about twin flames and soulmates. I will post that video probably this coming weekend. I think that should be appropriate. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to start off with these oracle cards, move on to a freestyle tarot spread as always, and this is a general reading. Alright, please only take the bits that resonate with you and leave the rest behind for somebody else. It doesn't matter what your sign is, this is an energy reading for the collective. Your February and mid-February readings as per your sign have been uploaded already if you want to have a look on the channel. Alrighty. Gratitude. Gratitude. Have an attitude of gratitude for a karmic path. I suddenly got, you better thank Saturn. You better thank Saturn, because if you don't thank him, he's gonna put you back on the hamster wheel. And the only way you can thank him is if you realize that you have been on the hamster wheel in the first place. Karmic paths are represented by Saturn's rings for a reason. They're rings, it's a circle. It's the Ouroboros, the snake that eats itself, right? It's the wheel. There's something here that is being repeated over and over and over again. And the only way you can get out of this race, this rat race, or whatever this is for you, is by lighting a candle and saying a prayer and saying, thank you for this journey, but I am done. That's the only way a new journey can begin. I'm not saying it's going to lead to a dead end, right? A new journey can begin and will begin. So ask yourself, where have you been repeating patterns? Have you been repeating patterns as a whole? Within love, have you been attracting the same kind of toxicity, the same kind of dynamics, the same kind of partner over and over again? Or have you been going through the same cycle with one person over and over again? Is that a lot? It is a lot, but I got a glimpse of the Five of Cups, and so do you now. But we will not dwell on that. Sadness, there is sadness here. I had to pause. There was a disturbance. There could be a lot of disturbances in your life right now. I feel like there's so much noise outside. I have to keep pausing every 2 minutes. And then I keep losing my train of thought. So, have there been external influences? Have there been people interfering? I did get a glimpse of the Five of Wands. I have the Knight of Wands. Passionate movement forward. Towards what though? Towards the truth. Towards the light. Towards gratitude. There's something here about you stopping that wheel. And only you being able to do it. Because I feel like whoever it is that you're dealing with right now, or whatever concept it is that you're dealing with right now, is in a world of their own. Right? It's almost like nonchalant that, oh, everything's good. What are you cribbing about? Everything's fine. What are you upset about? But I feel like you're holding on to a very different version of the truth here. And I feel like you need to be heard. And more than you being heard, you need to hear yourself when you're saying these truths to yourself. I feel like you may be dismissing how you are feeling based on the other person's attitude of non-gratitude. The other person's attitude of everything's fine, you know. The other person's attitude of taking you for granted, taking this relationship for granted. Knight of Pentacles, slowly but surely moving ahead. 2 Knights. I feel like this could be a multiple personality disorder within somebody else. 1 minute it's hot and heavy, the other minute it's ice cold and slow. And here you are right in the middle, holding that sword of truth, that when am I going to get my turn to speak out? When am I going to get my turn to address whatever this is and rectify this? Ignorance is bliss. And I feel like that's what you've done for a while. You may have been ignoring the truth about a particular situation, because why rock the boat, right? We do that. We all do this. Why bring about that shift? Why get off that hamster wheel? We're so used to it. Why get off this karmic path? It could lead to a separation. The Hierophant. Beautiful energy. This is higher commitment. This is peace. This is heightened spirituality. But, I don't know. For me, the Hierophant is a huge leap forward for the Knight of Wands. Regardless of gender, I feel like the Knight of Wands can't really get to this level of ascension with the kind of mental state that they have. It's very casual, right? It's very inspiration and passion oriented. It's not future oriented. So I don't know who this person is. I mean, I do know that you may have this idea of not dating just to date, but dating to maybe settle down, or dating to have... Settle down could be anything, right? I had to pause again, another interference. Not everybody believes in the institution of marriage, right? So settling down could be anything. It could be moving in together. It could be actually finding a partner who hears you, where you don't have to brush things under the rug, where you don't have to be ignorant, where you're on the same page regarding a future plan. But I feel whoever this is, whatever this archetype is, this is someone who always has one foot out the door. The minute a commitment is mentioned, there's a panic. Because the Knight of Wands is inspired, right? The Knight of Wands doesn't stay still in one place. Feel like your intention is wonderful though. With the Hierophant. I do have the Sun. This is the happiest card in the deck. And you may be surprised if you do speak your truth out. It may lead to a lot of clarity of thought. Not just within you, but within the connection as a whole. It might bring a lot of things out on the table that need to be addressed and healed. Balance. That needs to come in. Ooh, 6 of Cups and the 7 of Cups. There's an overpour, I feel, Ace of Wands. Why am I getting that there's an overpour of emotion from your side and an overpour of passion from the other side? There's not a balance of the two in either of you. I suddenly got that. Or there could be an overpour of practicality from the other side and an overpour of emotion from you. You're not being able to see eye to eye. I'm suddenly getting 2 of Swords energy. There's a stalemate. It's like you're not speaking the same love languages. I will be getting crossing cards of clarifiers. We will see. Temperance. There's a reason I was talking about overpour. Overpour. Right? Now, temperance is Well, injecting a little bit of positivity into a negative situation and a little bit of negativity into a positive situation to reach an equilibrium. This is equal amounts of love, emotion, and passion. Equal amounts of practicality, logic, and love. There's a disbalance here. More so because you are functioning from a very pure place of love. But this person has a multiple personality disorder. 1 minute they're functioning from a place of practicality, 1 minute they're functioning from a place of passion. I'm not saying we're not allowed to have different archetypes within us, but there's an extreme here. There's an absolute extreme here. The Three of Cups with the Fool. I did say there were a lot of interferences while I'm recording this reading. It is possible that there were people interfering in this connection. Whether it was a third party, whether it was family interfering, friends interfering, Six of Swords, Ace of Cups, the Moon, Three of Wands. And it's interesting, Queen of Wands and the Magician, it's interesting that the Three of Cups is clarifying the Fool. That can tell me two things. That you turned a blind eye to it. Your gut was telling you something was off. And you turned a blind eye to it because ignorance is bliss. And we can do that sometimes. We can be ostriches that bury our head in the sand because we don't want to see the danger that's incoming. Or this can just talk about the foolishness of whoever this was who wanted constant stimulation. You could have been dealing with somebody who had a wandering eye. 2 knights, right? Even though the Knight of Pentacles is very stable and very sorted, we started your reading with the Knight of Wands, right? So it's possible that this person has been particularly foolish and they're looking for constant inspiration and they can't sit still. You here with the Six of Swords and the Ace of Cups and all of that wonderful stuff below the deck, this is the environmental energy. This is not just you particularly. This is what the universe wants for you. This isn't energy that has manifested into your reality just yet. And I say manifest, I did see the Magician. It hasn't manifested yet. But it's almost like you're wishing for something that is, it's going to keep hurting you, at least right now. At least right now, it's going to keep hurting you, which is why the manifestation hasn't come in. There's a reason gratitude has shown up. You have to be grateful for yourself. You have to be grateful for your body, for your mind and your heart. And not let it run ragged. And not let it be misused. Your heart in particular. And I feel like someone has done a very good job of misusing your heart here. When all you wanted was the truth and clarity and joy. I don't read reversals. Alright, and I attempted to read them in my mid-February readings and I wasn't very comfortable, so I decided to never do that again. So you may see an array of beautiful cards here and you may feel like I'm being overly pessimistic, but I'm an intuitive reader, and if I'm looking at a card that wants to present itself in the reverse, I will address it as such. There's a reason Six of Swords is here. There's a reason you're trying to move on to calmer waters, even if it's within this connection. It's because there's something to move on from. If you were happy and content, why would you want to move on, right? The Five of Swords precedes the Six of Swords, which is telling me that there was an energy of manipulation, of gaslighting even, of sabotage. I don't know who did that. The Five of Swords can also be a third party energy. There are 3 people in the Rider-Waite in the Five of Swords, right? There could be this conflict of one-upping each other even. It's possible there was jealousy here. It's possible that fake scenarios were created to one-up that other person. Okay, fine, you're cheating on me, I'm dating someone else too. You know what I mean? Like, that's the feeling I'm getting here. That's not going to apply to everybody. But there's no place for that kind of manipulation in a true connection, karmic or not. Why is the Knight of Wands here, the Magician? I feel like there's a lot of manipulation here. I have the Page of Cups with the Five of Swords. It's back. 10 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. You see, I can't make this up. I am an intuitive reader and I was feeling this. The Five of Swords, again, which I spoke about. The 10 of Swords, which is a dead end. And then we have the 8 of Cups, which is walking away. there is an element of emotional manipulation here. Any other reader would have seen the Knight of Wands and the Magician, and I kid you not, you know what they would have said? Oh my goodness, this person is so attracted to you, they're manifesting you. No, they're not manifesting you because they probably don't even know how to manifest. Okay? There is manipulation here. And I feel like the softness in your heart has prevented you from seeing this manipulation, whatever this is. More than gratitude, I'm attracted to that candle, right? Lighting something up, seeing the truth of something in somebody. This doesn't make them an awful person. It doesn't make them a bad person. It just means they're operating more from a place of shadow right now, and all you crave for is the sun. The Two of Swords with the Ace of Swords. What did I say? Two truths crossing each other. There are two truths here. Yours is true to you, theirs is true to them. It doesn't make them a bad person. It just means they're not on the same page as you. They want different things from life right now. And in order for these two swords to converge into the Ace of Swords, honest adult conversation is a must. And I don't think they're adulting very well right now. They're behaving like a child. Five of Wands. Yeah, throwing tantrums. The Chariot with the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Cups. That's exactly what you want to move to. But with the Queen of Swords, I feel like regardless of gender, you've had to build walls around yourself. You've had to build boundaries. Because whether it's emotionally or intellectually, you feel like you just cannot see eye to eye with this person. The Hanged Man with the Knight of Pentacles. This is good. Okay, I did say the Knight of Pentacles is a good energy. The Hanged Man is an even better energy here. I'm getting winded while I'm talking because I feel like there is so much to process here. So much for even you to breathe through. The Hanged Man is respite. The Hanged Man is what these love coaches have been selling on YouTube and calling it the no contact, the no contact rule. This is the no contact rule. But contrary to popular belief, the no contact rule is not put into place to bring your ex back. It's put into place to help you heal. Okay, so if the brakes have been applied in a particular connection, I would say thank you. Because that's a break in the bloody hamster wheel. That break was needed because you were running around ragged. If there is isolation and disconnection, say thank you. You need it. You need it to heal and breathe. And let in the light. All by yourself. Because this person is not bringing any, at least not right now. Got very fiery all of a sudden. My Aries rising is showing today. And I'm all water. I usually function from a very watery place. I don't know what's going on. Saying no to the fool. Saying no to the bloody fool. Ignorance is not bliss anymore. You're making a decision. You're making a choice. And you're putting yourself first. I love it. You're sick of the bullshit. You're sick of third parties. You're sick of deception. You're sick of false communication that you have to constantly heal from. You're holding back. I can go on and on and on. And if you're not doing that, I feel like you should. No contact or not, I think that's complete bullshit. But energetically, you need to hold back. Because your energy is leaking out all over the place and it's going to the wrong places. What is that going to do? It's going to leave you depleted. Learn to say no to foolish people and to foolish energy. The Ace of Pentacles and the Hierophant. The universe has a plan for you. I will not attempt to tell you what that is. I'm not a psychic. Right? I'm a random person here reading cards. I do have a very strong intuition. I'll give you that, or at least I'll give myself that. But there is a beginning. Now, who this beginning is with, I don't know. But in order to have access to that beginning, to a very solid beginning, might I add, you have to heal from this. You have got to heal from this. It is of paramount importance that you heal and hold back. Whether this is this fool changing their ways and actually coming in correctly, or it is you finally realizing your worth and magnetizing to yourself energies that you actually deserve. The Hierophant and the Ace of Pentacles is solid. It's very solid. And it's not the energy of striking while the iron is hot. Once it's presented to you, you will have enough time to survey it before you accept it. Because that's how dependable it is. I don't know who this is. The Ten of Swords and the Page of Swords wanted to show up again. Oh my god, the immaturity here pisses me off. Knight of Pentacles again with the Sun. This is telling me a different story from what this knight was telling me. I feel like this is somebody else. This is another knight. Another knight coming in with an offer of love. And this doesn't have to be immediately, right? That's why rebound relationships always fail. We need to heal, better ourselves, and make ourselves whole. Pull that energy back that was leaking out all over the place. I will not attempt to tell you if this is a new person or the past person. I have no idea. All I know is that this is an offer. It is an offer that is going to make you incredibly happy. An offer that is full of love. And there are there are 3 people here, but one of them is, what do they call? An officiant? Yeah, that looks like a marriage. That's the officiant. And that's Cupid. He doesn't count. So there's 2 people here, right? There's no choice. There are no options, I should say. No other options. No interferences. King of Swords with Temperance. And I feel like you're being very kind through all of this. Not just with yourself, but with whatever this is for you. And with the Seven of Swords, it's almost like, yeah, you are calling a spade, but you're not shouting it. Okay? I'm getting very gentle strength, very gentle grace here, where the King of Swords can be very cutting, can be very brutal, right? Very cerebral and logical and dry. But with Temperance here, I feel like through the trials of your love life, you have mastered an element of patience. You have mastered the element of compassion and empathy for self and others. And I don't see you lashing out here. I see you very calmly, but logically, putting an end to what this is, or building those walls that you need to build. Building those boundaries that you need to build. Just make sure you're not dismissing the bullshit. You may be an empath like me, and you may prioritize seeing the good in people because that's how you were raised, or that is how you conduct yourself, or that is what your trauma has taught you. Okay? Don't dismiss the bullshit. That's my advice as a random person on YouTube reading cards. See the bullshit for what it is. Call a spade and shout it if you need to. Not asking you to create drama for yourself, but again, if we don't look at the reality of a particular situation for what it is, we'll keep deluding ourselves and we'll keep planning back on that hamster wheel. When people show you who they are, believe them. Believe them. If you were put in competition, I did see the 5 of Wands earlier. If you were put in a place of having to prove your worth, prove yourself, prove that you're worthy to be loved, that's absolute nonsense. The Empress doesn't have to prove herself to anybody. No gender in tarot. You could be a man watching this. I feel like you work too bloody hard on yourself to let anybody else come and make you question who you are again. Ouroboros, the world, the wheel, the Queen of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles. There's so much more that wants to make its way to you. But I feel like when you look in the mirror, you've trained yourself to look at yourself as how they would see you, or how you think they see you, or how other people see you. You're not looking at yourself from your higher self's perspective, from how the universe created you, how the divine created you. You're not seeing yourself like that. Strip down naked. I do this practice once in a while, right? Strip down naked, stand in front of a full length mirror and show gratitude for every single part of you. Alright? For your hands that help you create, for your eyes that help you see, for your legs that carry you, for your stomach that allows you to eat the most delicious food, that allows you to, if you're a woman, allows you to carry babies, whatever it may be. Thank every part of your body. Because I feel like your self-worth and your self-respect took a massive hit after whatever this was. And that's why it was karmic. It was supposed to make you see the value of yourself. It was supposed to make you learn a lesson. So I started this reading saying, please thank Saturn. Thank Saturn for putting you through this. Otherwise, you would have never seen your own worth. Oh my goodness. This reading was heavier than I had anticipated. I thought it was just going to be a random reading about dating around and, well, conversation, hearts and chocolate. But it wasn't. I'm not going to get any dice this time. I feel like it's not required. I'm just going to end it here, and I'm sorry if I was a little too aggressive. Sometimes I get like that. I am an empath and I feel what other people are feeling. So I may be picking up on someone's anger here because it's taken you so long to realize this. Alright, so have a Valentine's Day or a Galentine's Day or a four-legged fur baby day, whatever, right? If you're not connected with another person right now, even if you are, and if this reading is complete nonsense for you, stay home. Celebrate on the 21st when Venus and Mars connect. That is true Valentine's Day of the year. Alright, that was it. I hope this helped. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.